Hello students, today we will discuss a topic that is called integer. Class 7 chapter 1. So what are the aims and objectives of this chapter? The aims and objectives of this chapter are to recall the basics of the integer. As we all know, we have learned about integer in class 6 too. So, in this chapter, we will first recall the basic of the integers which we have learned in the class 6th. To know how to add and subtract the integer. And the last one is to know about properties of addition and subtraction. So first question arise here, what is integer? A whole number from 0 to positive or negative infinity is called integer, such as it is a set of numbers which include 0, positive natural numbers and negative natural numbers. So, here a number line is given to us. So, we will learn about integers on number line. On number line for positive integers, we move to right from 0, and for negative integer, we have to move left from the 0. So here a number line is given to us. You can see where 0 to right is positive and 0 to left is negative, and 0 is neither positive nor negative. Now facts about how to add integer and subtract integers on number line. If we add a positive integer, we go to right. Here a number line is given to you and we have to add 6 and 3. So both are positive. So we will start from the 6 and move 3 steps toward right. So we will reach at 9. So the answer is 9. Now in the second example, minus 6 plus 3. Here we will start from the minus 6 and we will move towards right, 3 steps towards right, and we will reach at minus 3. So here minus 6 plus 3 is equals to minus 3. Next is, if we have to add a negative integers, we go to left. For example, here minus 6 plus minus 3. So first we will open the bracket plus minus minus. So we have to go to left. We will start from this minus 6 and move towards left, 3 steps towards left. So it will be minus 9. Now properties of addition and subtraction of integers. So first property is closure properties under addition. For closure property, the sum of two integers must be an integer, then it will be closed under addition. Means if we will add two integers, the answer will be remain a integer. For example, 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. 2 plus minus 3 will be equals to minus 1. Here two other example, you can see that the addition of two integer will always be an integer. Hence, integers are closed under addition. Now, closure under subtraction. If the difference between two integers is also an integer, then it is said to be closed under subtraction. Now, we can see here in all the example, when we subtract two integer, the answer is remain an integer. So, we can say the subtraction of two integer will always be an integer. Hence, integers are closed under subtraction also. For any two integer p and q, p minus q will be an integer. Now come to the next property, that is commutative property. Now, adding then also the result is the same, then it is said to be addition in commutative for integer. For example, when we are changing the order of any two integers, for example p and q, here the integer, here we will change the order of p and q. P plus q will be always equals to q plus p. For example, here 23 plus minus 30 will be equals to minus 7. And when we are changing its order, it will also be minus 7. So there is no difference in the answer after changing the order of the numbers. So we can say the commutative property, the integers are commutative under addition. If we change the order of the integer while subtracting, then the result is not the same in the subtraction. So, the subtraction is not commutative for the integers. For any two integers p and q, when we change the order, like p minus q will not be equals to q minus p as it is given here. Example, 23 minus 30 will be equals to 53, whereas minus 30 minus 23 is equals to minus 53, which is not equal. So, the answer is different after changing the order of number. So, we can say here the subtraction is not commutative for integer. Now, associative property. If we change the group of the integer while adding, in case of more than two integers and the result is same, then we will call it that addition is associative for the integer. For any three integers p, q and r, here this is our choice that we have to add any two number first and then add up to the third one. This is called associativity, means you have to group it together. So this is your choice which two you are grouping first. Example, if there are three integers 3, 4 and 1, we can change the grouping of the number. So, in the first one, we will add up 3 and 4 first. The answer will be 7. And then 1. So, the answer will be 8. In the second one, in the right hand side, what we have done? We will add first 4 and 1. And then the answer add up to the 3. It will be again 8. So, we can say the result remain the same. Hence, Addition is associative for integer. Now, additive identity. If we add 0 to an integer, we get the same integer as the answer. So, 0 is an additive identity for the integer. For any integer p plus 0 will be equals to 0 plus p will be equals to p. So, the answer remains same. When we add any number to the 0, the answer remains same. So, 0 is the additive identity for an integer. Example, 2 plus 0 is equals to 2. Minus 7 plus 0 will be equals to minus 7. Thank you.